Imagine waking up to find the essentials you rely on every day are suddenly out of reach. What would you do if the shelves were empty and the supplies you thought would always be there were gone? In today's video, we're diving into 15 essential items you'll regret not stockpiling before this year ends. We're not just talking about the basics everyone thinks of: water, canned food, and batteries. Today, we're revealing crucial, often overlooked items that could make all the difference when an unexpected crisis hits. Some of these may surprise you, but each one plays a vital role in keeping you and your loved ones safe, comfortable, and prepared. We'll be sharing practical insights based on recent events and expert advice, everything from unexpected food shortages to natural disasters and supply chain disruptions, and how you can avoid being caught off guard by securing these key items now. Stick around to the end, because we'll cover some items you might never have thought to include in your stockpile, but trust us, you'll be glad you did. Welcome to Prepper Pantry. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest preparedness tips and life-simplifying strategies. Number 15. Water. When it comes to emergency preparedness, water storage isn't just a good idea, it's a lifeline. Clean, accessible water is essential for survival, and it becomes one of the first resources to run out in a crisis. Here's what you need to know to ensure you and your family have enough water when you need it most. During emergencies, natural disasters, power outages, or even supply chain disruptions, municipal water supplies can easily be compromised, sometimes without notice. Dehydration can lead to severe health problems within just a few days, impacting cognitive function, heart health, and the immune system. In addition to drinking, water is essential for basic hygiene, cooking, and sanitation, especially when medical resources might be limited. Experts recommend storing at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. This covers basic drinking and hygiene needs. For a 3-day emergency, that means 12 gallons for a family of 4, but ideally, aim for a 2-week supply, especially if you live in a region prone to natural disasters. To store water safely, opt for food-grade, BPA-free containers that won't leach chemicals into your water. Here are some effective storage options. Plastic water barrels, ranging from 15 to 55 gallons. These barrels are durable, stackable, and easy to store in cool, dark areas. Collapsible water bags, ideal for smaller spaces or emergency kits. They're portable, but can be more vulnerable to punctures. Glass containers. While they're heavy and breakable, glass offers chemical-free storage. Make sure these are stored carefully to avoid accidents. To keep your water safe for the long term, follow these essential guidelines. Sanitize containers by washing and disinfecting them with a bleach solution before filling to prevent bacteria growth. Store water in a cool, dark place, as exposure to light and temperature fluctuations can degrade water quality and foster algae growth. Finally, replace stored water every 6 months to ensure freshness and inspect for leaks or contamination. Aside from stored water, it's wise to have backup purification options like filtration systems, water purification tablets, or portable purifiers. In emergencies, natural sources, rivers, rainwater, may be used, but always purify them thoroughly to eliminate pathogens. 14. Non-perishable food. All right, let's talk about the backbone of any smart stockpile: non-perishable foods. These are the items that will keep you going when fresh food is scarce, providing you with essential calories, nutrients, and a long shelf life. First on the list are canned goods. They're not just convenient, but also highly nutritious. Canned vegetables, fruits, beans, and proteins like tuna, chicken, and even salmon last anywhere from 2 to 5 years, sometimes even longer if stored in a cool, dry place. Look for low-sodium options to keep things healthier, and rotate cans regularly to ensure freshness. Next up, grains and legumes. Staples like rice, pasta, and lentils are fantastic for emergency preparedness. White rice, if stored properly, can last up to 30 years, while pasta and dried beans can easily go for 10 years. These foods are packed with carbs and fiber, which provide long-lasting energy. Store them in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers to maximize their shelf life. For those essential fats, cooking oils like olive or coconut oil and protein-rich nuts are a must. Oils may not last as long, but they're essential for cooking and nutrition. Nuts like almonds and walnuts, though shorter-lived due to their natural oils, provide healthy fats and a quick protein boost. Rotate your stock every 6 to 12 months and store oils in cool, dark places to prevent rancidity. And let's not forget powdered milk and shelf-stable dairy. In an emergency, powdered milk or UHT milk, ultra-high temperature processed, are invaluable sources of calcium and protein, crucial for long-term health. Finally, remember to add multivitamins and shelf-stable spices to your inventory. In an emergency, these will help fill in the nutritional gaps from the lack of fresh produce. Vitamins keep you energized and healthy, while spices enhance flavor, making your meals much more enjoyable when variety is limited. Non-perishable foods are your safety net, a reliable, long-lasting source of nutrition to see you through any crisis. Up next, let's look at some essential items that will keep your space organized and your stockpile safe. Number 13. Medical supplies and first aid kit. When a crisis hits, having a well-prepared medical supply kit can be life-saving. From minor injuries to serious health issues, access to essential medical items can help stabilize situations when professional help is not immediately available. Here's what to include in your stockpile. Basic first aid essentials. Start with adhesive bandages, gauze, medical tape, and antiseptic wipes to treat common cuts and scrapes. Include scissors and tweezers for more precise handling of small injuries. Over-the-counter medications. Stock up on pain relievers, ibuprofen or acetaminophen, anti-inflammatory creams, antihistamines for allergies, and medications for stomach issues like antacids and antidiarrheals. Prescription medications. If you or a family member requires daily medication, aim to stockpile at least a 30-day supply. Some insurance plans allow a 1-month vacation refill, which can be helpful for this purpose. Emergency-specific tools. Add a thermometer, eye wash solution, and a bulb syringe for easy cleaning and suctioning. Items like a CPR face shield can provide extra protection during emergencies. Advanced medical supplies. Consider items like quick clot dressings, which contain agents that speed blood clotting, crucial for deep wounds. Include a tourniquet, which could be life-saving in situations involving severe bleeding. Sanitizers and PPE hand sanitizers, N100 masks, and gloves help reduce infection risks. COVID-19 highlighted the value of masks and gloves, not only for viral protection, but also when dealing with injuries in unsanitary conditions. Comfort and recovery supplies. Emergency blankets, electrolyte powders, and burn gels are essentials for shock or dehydration. These small additions can make a big difference, especially in prolonged crisis situations. So keep your kit organized so you can quickly find what you need. Use compartments or pouches to separate categories, like wound care and medications, and check your kit twice a year to replace expired items. Number 12. Batteries and flashlights. In any emergency, a reliable flashlight can be a lifeline, and having a stockpile of batteries is equally essential to keep these devices working when you need them most. Here's why these items are critical for your preparedness kit. Light in the dark. During blackouts or natural disasters, flashlights provide essential visibility. They illuminate surroundings, helping you avoid hazards, safely navigate your space, and handle tasks that need a steady light source. Unlike candles, flashlights pose no fire risk, making them safe for both kids and adults to use. Communication and signals. Flashlights are invaluable signaling tools, especially in low visibility situations. Flashing an SOS pattern with a flashlight can attract attention from rescue teams, and certain models even have built-in strobe functions designed for emergency signaling. Today's flashlights are versatile and portable, designed for a variety of uses. Rechargeable models with USB compatibility and dual power options, battery or USB, can run for hours without needing new batteries. Small, lightweight models can easily fit in pockets, while headlamps offer hands-free illumination, which is crucial during complex tasks. Battery stockpile. Tips: ensure you have a variety of battery types, including AA, AAA, and D cells, commonly used in household devices, for flashlights and other essentials. Store them in a cool, dry place and keep them in original packaging or a non-metal container to avoid short circuits and leaks. By preparing with both flashlights and a supply of reliable batteries, you're ensuring that you'll have the light and power needed to handle emergencies confidently and safely. Number 11. Fuel and portable gas stove. Now let's talk about a resource that's often taken for granted: fuel. Imagine needing to cook, stay warm, or even just get around, only to find you have no backup fuel source. As we approach the end of 2024, supply chain issues and natural events are hitting fuel reserves hard. If you haven't thought of storing fuel yet, it might be time. Here's why. Whether it's a power outage, a winter storm, or a more prolonged crisis, access to fuel can be the difference between staying safe and struggling. Experts recommend keeping a small, safe reserve of gasoline or propane for emergencies, especially if you rely on a car or generator. For cooking, a portable gas stove is a game changer. Compact and reliable, these stoves give you a way to prepare food without relying on electricity, making them invaluable in a power outage. But here's a pro tip. Storing fuel has to be done safely. Gasoline should only be kept in approved containers, ideally away from your living areas. If you're storing propane tanks, keep them outside in a well-ventilated area. And one more thing, always check that your gas stove is compatible with the type of fuel you're storing, so you're ready to go when the need arises. By stocking up on fuel now, you're not just preparing for minor inconveniences, you're safeguarding yourself against larger disruptions. So add fuel and a portable gas stove to your inventory list. These items might seem ordinary now, but in an emergency, they could be the exact things you'll be grateful to have. Number 10. Personal hygiene. Items. In a survival situation, personal hygiene is more than just comfort. It's about preventing illness and maintaining mental well-being. Basic hygiene items like soap, toothpaste, and deodorant can be lifesavers when you're cut off from regular resources. So, let's go through the essentials you'll want to have on hand. Soap and hand sanitizer. Keeping clean is your first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. Liquid soap is ideal because it can serve multiple purposes: hand washing, bathing, even cleaning surfaces in a pinch. When water is scarce, hand sanitizer becomes essential. Stock up on alcohol-based sanitizers with at least 60% alcohol for effective germ killing. Toothpaste and toothbrushes. Oral health often gets overlooked, but infections from neglected teeth and gums can become serious fast. Stock extra toothbrushes and toothpaste, ideally enough to replace each brush every 3 months. You might also consider a backup supply of mouthwash to keep your mouth fresh and bacteria-free. Feminine hygiene. Products. For those who need them, items like tampons, pads, or a menstrual cup are critical. While disposable products work for the short term, a reusable menstrual cup can be a long-term sustainable option if you're facing prolonged shortages. Disposable wipes. Without reliable running water, maintaining cleanliness becomes a challenge. Baby wipes or adult body wipes are great for refreshing and cleaning up on the go. Look for biodegradable options, which are gentler on the environment. Toilet paper. Alternatives. The toilet paper shortage of recent years taught us all a lesson. Consider alternatives, like compressed toilet paper tablets or even reusable cloth wipes that can be washed and reused when supplies run low. Other essentials? Rounding out your kit, add a few small but valuable items: a comb to prevent tangled hair, a nail clipper to avoid painful snags, and lip balm with SPF to prevent chapped lips. These little comforts can make a big difference in keeping you comfortable and reducing stress. Together, these hygiene items provide not only basic comfort, but are key to staying healthy and resilient during tough times. Making space for these essentials now will keep you ready for whatever the future holds. Number 9. Toilet paper and sanitation supplies. All right, let's talk about something we all need but often take for granted: toilet paper and sanitation supplies. Imagine a situation where you're cut off from regular store runs, or worse, when stores themselves run out. We've seen it happen recently, and the last thing you want is to be scrambling for alternatives. Beyond just stocking up on TP, consider other sanitation essentials like disinfectant wipes, trash bags, and soap. When it comes to hygiene and emergencies, these items are non-negotiable. Trash bags, for example, aren't just for garbage. They can be lifesavers for waste disposal or even as emergency waterproofing. And here's a lesser-known fact: bleach tablets or powder are great to keep on hand. They take up less space than liquid bleach and are easier to store long-term, making them perfect for disinfecting surfaces and even purifying water in a pinch. By having a solid stock of these items, you're not just maintaining comfort, you're preventing health risks and creating a safe, clean environment for you and your family. So, don't overlook sanitation supplies. They're just as essential as food and water in any preparedness plan. Number 8. Multivitamins and nutritional supplements. When a crisis hits, access to fresh fruits, vegetables, and even protein sources might become limited. That's where multivitamins and nutritional supplements come in. They're small but powerful, packing essential vitamins and minerals that can keep your immune system strong and prevent deficiencies when food choices are limited. Why should you stock these? During an emergency, your diet may become restricted to long-lasting staples like rice, canned goods, or pasta. Foods that don't always cover all the nutrients your body needs to stay in top shape. Multivitamins can help bridge that nutritional gap, providing critical nutrients like vitamin C for immune support, vitamin D for bone health, and B vitamins for energy. And here's a lesser-known fact: certain vitamins, like A, D, E, and K, are fat-soluble, meaning your body stores them, so they're particularly useful when you're unsure of when you'll have access to a balanced diet again. Look for high-quality multivitamins or individual supplements tailored to your needs. They're easy to store, have a long shelf life, and can make a significant difference if fresh produce becomes scarce. So, think of these as your nutritional safety net. In times of scarcity, they're a quick and reliable way to keep your body strong and resilient, ready to face whatever the situation demands. Number 7. Cooking oil. Next up, cooking oil, a staple we often overlook when thinking about essentials. But here's the thing: cooking oil is not just for frying or adding flavor. It's a key source of calories and healthy fats, which can become crucial in an emergency when other food sources are limited. Cooking oils like olive, coconut, or even vegetable oil offer a long shelf life when stored properly. Make sure to keep them in a cool, dark place to prevent them from going rancid. You may even want to stock up on smaller bottles to keep the oil fresher for longer. Why is it important? Besides cooking, oils can also be useful in a pinch for tasks like seasoning, cast iron cookware, making oil lamps, or even waterproofing tools and gear. And remember, fats are essential for energy, especially if you're burning more calories than usual to stay warm or active in a crisis. Having cooking oil in your stockpile ensures you have a versatile resource that can keep you well-fed and equipped for other unexpected needs. Keep an eye on expiration dates and rotate your stock, and you'll have one of the most powerful ingredients in your emergency kit. Number 6. Warm blankets and thermal gear. When it comes to emergencies, warmth can be just as essential as food and water. Imagine a winter power outage or being stranded in your home without heat. In these moments, warm blankets and thermal gear aren't just a comfort, they're a necessity. Thermal blankets, also called emergency blankets, are specifically designed to retain up to 90% of your body heat. Lightweight and compact, they're perfect for emergencies because they don't take up much space but offer incredible warmth. Keep a few in your home, car, and even in your emergency kit. You never know when a sudden drop in temperature could leave you vulnerable. Beyond thermal blankets, consider stockpiling quality wool blankets and sleeping bags. Wool blankets are naturally insulating, even when wet, and highly durable. Meanwhile, sleeping bags rated for low temperatures can be lifesavers in freezing conditions, especially during prolonged power outages. In emergencies, these simple items can help prevent hypothermia, keep everyone in your household safe, and make even the most challenging conditions manageable. So, while they may seem like an obvious addition, they're one of those essentials you'll be grateful to have when you need it most. 5. Tools and duct tape, your versatile lifesavers. When we think of emergency essentials, food and water come to mind first. But in any crisis, you'll quickly realize that basic tools and a simple roll of duct tape can be just as vital. Here's why these items should never be overlooked in your stockpile. Imagine a situation where a window breaks during a storm, or a pipe starts leaking. With a toolkit and some duct tape, you're equipped to make temporary repairs that could prevent serious damage to your home. And it doesn't stop there. Duct tape can be used for everything from patching torn tarps to securing bandages in a pinch. It's the unsung hero of survival kits because of its strength, flexibility, and weather resistance. As for tools, having a reliable hammer, screwdrivers, pliers, and a good utility knife can empower you to handle small fixes yourself. And when services or supplies are limited, being able to take care of these issues becomes essential. Even if you're not the DIY type, basic tools give you the power to secure your space, reinforce windows, and protect against further harm in an emergency. Don't wait until you're in the thick of a crisis to realize you're without these basic essentials. Duct tape and tools may seem simple, but their versatility can make them lifesavers when it matters most. Number 4. Backup power sources. When the power goes out, it's more than just an inconvenience. It can be a lifeline to keep your devices charged, stay connected, and maintain access to important information. A reliable backup power source is one item you'll be grateful to have in any unexpected scenario, whether it's a storm, a blackout, or a longer-term emergency. Imagine a prolonged power outage. Suddenly, your phone, radio, and other essentials are dead. That's where power banks, solar chargers, and even small portable generators come in. Let's break down why each one is valuable and which might be right for you. Power banks. These are the easiest and most portable options. A high-capacity power bank can charge your phone multiple times and is easy to keep on hand. Make sure to recharge it periodically to stay ready. Solar chargers. Here's where you can harness the power of the sun. A solar charger gives you the ability to recharge devices as long as there's daylight. They're lightweight and perfect for extended situations where traditional electricity isn't available. Portable generators. If you want to power larger devices or even appliances, a small portable generator is your best bet. Gas or solar-powered options are available, and each has its benefits. Just be sure you know how to safely operate and store any fuel if you choose a gas model. Backup power sources are about staying connected and informed. From calling for help to checking the news, a backup power source keeps you in the loop, and, more importantly, in control when the unexpected happens. Remember to test any backup power items periodically, so you know they'll be ready when you need them. Having a power source isn't just about convenience. It's a way to stay safe and self-reliant in unpredictable times. Number 3. Emergency radio. Now, let's talk about an item many people overlook: the emergency radio. In times of crisis, communication lines can be unreliable, leaving us disconnected from critical information when we need it most. That's where an emergency radio steps in. It becomes your lifeline to essential updates, weather alerts, and government broadcasts. The key here is to look for a battery-powered or hand-crank radio. These don't rely on electricity, so even during a power outage, you'll have a way to stay informed. Many models even come with solar charging options, which can be a game changer if an outage drags on. But here's the little-known part. Some emergency radios can tune into NOAA weather bands specifically for disaster alerts. In the U.S., this means real-time updates directly from the National Weather Service, keeping you aware of approaching storms, fires, or other natural disasters. It's information that could mean the difference between taking quick action and being caught off guard. If you invest in one with a USB charging port, you'll also be able to charge your phone or small devices directly from the radio, providing another layer of emergency readiness. So, while an emergency radio may seem like a nice-to-have, it can be a powerful tool for staying connected, informed, and ready to act, no matter what's happening around you. Number 2. Seeds and basic gardening supplies. Let's talk about an essential that often gets overlooked: seeds and basic gardening supplies. You might not think of gardening as crucial in an emergency, but these tiny packets could actually be lifesavers. Here's why. When food supplies run low, fresh produce can become hard to find and expensive. But with a small stash of seeds and a few basic tools, you can grow your own food and gain a measure of independence. Think about it. Fresh vegetables like tomatoes, leafy greens, and even herbs can be grown right in your backyard or even in small containers indoors. And they provide nutrients that most non-perishable foods lack, giving you a balanced diet when you need it most. But here's the key. Not all seeds are created equal. Look for heirloom or non-GMO varieties. These will grow plants that produce seeds you can save for future planting. So you're not just growing one crop, but setting yourself up for a renewable food source. Also remember the basics: a hand trowel, some compost or fertilizer, and containers or pots if you don't have garden space. Even a small indoor herb garden can make a difference. Gardening doesn't just help with food security. Studies show it also reduces stress, a huge plus in times of crisis. Adding seeds and gardening supplies to your stockpile might just be the best long-term investment you make. Imagine being able to grow your own fresh food. No matter what's happening outside, don't wait until it's too late. Stock up now and be prepared for the long haul. 1. Spices, salt, and sweeteners. Now, let's talk about something most people don't realize they'll miss until it's gone: spices, salt, and sweeteners. These might seem like nice-to-have items, but they're actually essential, not just for flavor, but for their versatility in tough times. Imagine cooking with just the bare basics. Your food would be bland, and over time, it can really affect morale. But beyond taste, these items have practical uses that go far beyond the kitchen. Salt, for instance, isn't just for seasoning. It can help preserve foods, clean wounds, and even act as a natural scrub. It's inexpensive and has no expiration date, so it's an ideal item to keep on hand. Spices, on the other hand, can completely transform simple, repetitive meals, and they can even help with digestion and immunity. Think of turmeric, known for its anti-inflammatory properties, or cinnamon, which can help regulate blood sugar. These aren't just tasty additions, they're small, powerful health boosters. Then there's sugar and honey. While they may feel like luxuries, sweeteners are high-calorie sources that can be used to make simple foods more palatable. Honey, in particular, has an indefinite shelf life and natural antibacterial properties, making it useful in food, wound care, and even soothing sore throats. So when you're building your stockpile, don't forget these essentials: a little salt, a mix of versatile spices, and a few jars of honey can make a huge difference in the long haul, adding comfort, flavor, and even health benefits to your meals. And there you have it. 15 essential items you'll want to start stockpiling before the year ends. Each of these items can play a huge role in helping you stay prepared, comfortable, and resilient, no matter what comes your way. By making sure you have these essentials on hand, you're not just stocking up, you're setting yourself up for peace of mind and readiness for any unexpected situation. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you plan to stockpile first. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest tips for staying prepared and simplifying your life. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, go ahead and share this video with them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.